We've had our fair share of actors who just can't seem to stay within the lines of the law no matter how thin they are. But it seems Ezra Miller has taken the lead on this one, with several controversies under his name. Unsurprisingly, the actor is now seeking treatment for complex mental health issues. Before we give too much away, let's dive right in. First up, let's have a look at a brief timeline of the scandals the actor has been involved in. The Flash actor's career has recently been overshadowed by their numerous public controversies. Miller was arrested and charged with marijuana possession on June 22, 2011, just before his breakthrough role. The police reported that the actor from The Perks of Being a Wallflower was holding brown vegetable material during one routine traffic stop. But the publication reported in July that a New Jersey judge agreed to dismiss the possession charge in exchange for 2 disorderly conduct citations. Continuing down memory lane, a video of Ezra appearing to choke a woman in a bar in Reykjavik, Iceland, surfaced online in April 2020. Miller was led from the property as a consequence of what Variety describes as a serious confrontation at the bar. 2 years later, the woman in the video told Variety that her banter with the actor about getting into a fight was a joke, but her friend appeared to antagonize her. He told Ezra about the predicament and said he'd heard the actor didn't want to fight. Up next, while this may seem bad, perhaps there is no such thing as bad publicity after all. We say this because the actor didn't stop there. Miller was arrested and charged with disorderly conduct and harassment on the 20th of March this year for their alleged involvement in 2 separate incidents at a karaoke bar in Hawaii. Officers responded to an unnamed bar on Silva Street in Hilo around 11:30 p.m. on March 27th after receiving reports of disorderly conduct. According to police, the actor became agitated by people singing karaoke at the bar and then began using derogatory language. Ezra allegedly began yelling obscenities and lunged at a 32-year-old man playing darts before grabbing the microphone from a 23-year-old woman singing karaoke. In April, the actor pleaded no contest to the disorderly conduct charge in court via Zoom call, and the judge fined him $500. In the same month, 2 Hilo residents filed for a temporary restraining order against Miller on March 29th, claiming that they harassed and threatened them. According to the complaint, Ezra burst into the petitioner's bedroom and threatened the alleged male victim by saying, "I will bury you and your slut wife." Yikes. Miller was also accused of stealing some of the alleged victim's personal belongings, including a social security card, wallet, passport, driver's license, and bank cards, according to the document. The restraining order case was dismissed 2 weeks later by a judge at the couple's request, according to the Associated Press. Coming up, it seems this year Miller got in even more trouble. His legal troubles continued, as on April 19th, Ezra was arrested and charged with second-degree assault after being discovered during a traffic stop at the intersection of Highway 130 and Kekula Street in Kayau. Attorney and activist Chase Iron Eyes and his pediatrician wife, Sarah Jumping Eagle, claimed that Miller had been manipulating and controlling their daughter, Tokata Iron Eyes, who goes by Gibson and uses she/they pronouns, since the two met in 2016 at the Standing Rock Reservation in North Dakota. Over time, parents claimed that Miller drugged their child while acting in a cult-like and psychologically manipulative, controlling manner. Gibson later issued an Instagram statement dismissing her parents' concerns and stating that Miller has only provided loving support and invaluable protection. Next, is at the end of August offenses. Apparently, following an incident with Ezra, another parent sought legal action shortly after Chase Iron Eyes and Sarah Jumping Eagle's court filing. It was reported that the actor allegedly threatened their family one evening in their downstairs neighbor's home and acted improperly toward the 12-year-old youngster, according to the Daily Beast, who also claimed that Miller harassed the mother of her other children. Last on this long list of controversies is his August scandal. Ezra was charged with burglarizing a home in Vermont where they allegedly stole several bottles of alcohol, according to a press release from the Vermont State Police. Police said they had probable cause to charge Miller with felony burglary into an unoccupied dwelling after reviewing surveillance footage and taking statements. On September 26th, the actor was summoned to a court hearing in Vermont Superior Court, Bennington Criminal Division. Moving on, let's address what Ezra Miller has to say about all of this. On the 15th of this month, the accused actor addressed the public in a statement, saying that they had gone through a period of intense crisis. Ezra further said that they now understand he's been suffering from a complex mental health issue and started mental treatment. "I want to apologize to everyone that I have alarmed and upset with my past behavior. I am committed to doing the necessary work to get back to a healthy, safe, and productive stage in my life," the actor added. Coming up, how does this behavior affect his upcoming projects? The allegations have damaged Miller's reputation as well as that of Warner Brothers Discovery, which hired the actor for 2 of its most enduring franchises, the DC Comics movies and the Fantastic Beasts offshoot series from the Harry Potter books. According to a source close to the studio, Warner Brothers supports Miller's desire to get help from a professional. Different reports have suggested that Warner Brothers is considering 3 separate options for the release of The Flash, an upcoming blockbuster that is said to be critical to DC's future film plans. Ezra will first receive counseling and will be interviewed at some point in the future to discuss their erratic behavior. The second option would be to release The Flash without Miller doing any press, while the third option would be to shelve The Flash entirely, despite the fact that the film cost the studio over $200 million. Warner's new CEO, David Zaslav, stated that the company could build a much stronger, long-term growth business out of DC, and as part of that, they planned to prioritize quality. In short, they were not going to release a film until it was ready, even if they missed the financial quarter. Now let's take a look at some other news that might interest you. First up, we have two celebrities who have always been open about their mental health. We've known Adele and Demi Lovato since we were quite young. We don't only love them for their soulful voice, but also because of their transparency. Adele opened up to Rolling Stone about her struggles with anxiety and depression after her divorce from Simon Konecki in 2019. She explained that in addition to her mental health issues, she was experiencing physical issues after discovering she has gluten intolerance, a symptom of which is increased depression. During the interview, the singer stated that she dealt with her problems by quitting drinking, traveling, and exercising. Demi Lovato has always been open about her mental health issues. They spoke out on World Suicide Prevention Day 2020 about how they have dealt with suicidal thoughts since the age of 7. They also collaborated with DJ Marshmello on the song Okay to Not Be Okay, which reminds listeners not to be ashamed of their emotions or mental health struggles. The singer has also shared their experiences with bulimia, bipolar disorder, and addiction on Instagram and Twitter, as well as how they sought help when necessary. Next on our news radar is Jonah Hill. For the past 20 years, the Superbad actor has suffered from anxiety attacks, which, according to him, were worsened by public-facing events and social media. He has decided not to promote his new documentary Stutz about his relationship with a therapist. Dr. Sandra Wheatley, a psychologist, told Radio 1 Newsbeat that his decision was a really important message. She praised the fact that someone with so much to lose is actually willing to step back. Jonah, 38, discussed his mental health in an open letter published by Deadline ahead of Stutz, which he directed and is about the therapist he started seeing in 2017. The film was also shot in secret and follows the Hollywood star on his therapist's journey while also exploring mental health in general. Lastly, let's have a look at Shawn Mendes's journey. The nervous singer postponed his planned live performances in July 2022 so that he can concentrate on his mental health. The singer released a statement saying that it pains him to have to do this, but he's going to have to cancel 3 gigs. He had them rescheduled throughout Uncasville, Connecticut, but since he started traveling at age 15, it's been challenging for me to be away from my friends and family, Mendes admitted in an Instagram post at the time. After a few years off the road, he thought he was ready to jump back in, but that judgment call was hasty, and now that pressure and the cost of the road have caught up with him, he has reached his breaking point. Postponed concerts are okay, Shawn. We just hope you feel better and light up the arena soon. That's all for this video, folks. What do you think should be the future of Miller and DC? Should Warner separate themselves from the actor? Do let us know. We'll be back soon with another video. Until then, goodbye.